What's up, y'all? Let me tell y'all about this $125 phone call. You heard it right. This $125 phone call. These folks know they riding around, they getting it. Okay, let me start here. Y'all know I have been having problems with my washer. So I had switched home warranty companies or whatever. Because the first home warranty company that I had, the owners of the house that I bought the house from, y'all excuse my little pudge. The owners of the house that I originally bought the house from, they put the warranty on here. And so to me, it wasn't the best warranty at all. And they were very limited on what they cover. Now, they did have a like plus A plan and a plus B plan and all of this stuff, but some of the stuff on the B plan was like extra for things that I didn't have, like for jacuzzis and uh it was other type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like really, really, or if you need to get your roof repaired, but your roof wasn't caved in with holes in it like mine's. It was the B plan. You got more luxury stuff or whatever fixed or whatever. So I was calling around or whatever, and so I had already heard about this company here or whatever. They cover 100%, which mine didn't do. They did not cover 100%. So I wasn't gonna pass a deal down like that. The way this house tore up and it's looking, and I got some other stuff going on about it that I told y'all that I haven't got back to when I told y'all that I need to talk to y'all or whatever. And I'm waiting for 4 months to figure out how this goes, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all about that. So mark that in your archives, put that in your calendar, just in case some funny crap go on. I got my receipts. Okay, so I switched over. I didn't tell the other people I was leaving. I just left, and they was talking about they prices was going up, and I was having. I ain't gonna. They took care of a lot of things for me, but like I said, they don't cover 100% of nothing. And this company that I'm with now, the home warranty, they cover 100% of everything. But this was my thing. Okay, y'all know I've been having problems with the washer. Okay, so I had when I switched over, I paid this service fee to buy. Not service fee. I paid to buy the plan or whatever. So I had never used the plan. So then that washer was doing so much stuff. I'm like, I'm finna go ahead and use this plan because I can't take it no more. Y'all been with me with this washer. So I called or whatever and I told them about the washer. And what I like about them, you could claim up to about, I think they said 10 or 11 things that's wrong. And and they'll the technician can look at all these things that's wrong or whatever, and they'll pay to fix all these things wrong, which I have put my and it's all one fee. But the other company that I had, if I had tried to put all these different things on my claim, they would have charged me $125 for all of these different things. And I think that one was $150 if I'm not mistaken, or it could have been $125. I'm not for sure. Okay, so I paid for the plan or whatever, right? I called them. I told them that I wanted to have my washer looked at, my dryer looked at, and I want to have my dishwasher looked at. But the washer was giving me such a problem. I forgot about the dishwasher and forgot about the dryer. Just come on and get the washer together. Just forget it. And so they said, okay. They said, well, it's a service fee that goes to the technician. That's $125. I said, okay. And we'll take care of the rest, whether that means that the washer needs a part on it and it can be fixed, or whether that means the washer needs to be replaced. So I said, okay. So y'all, I worked and mustered up $125 or whatever so I could get this, because this was really throwing me. So I got the $125 together, right? And so I called them back. And I said, okay. I said, I like to have a technician come out. They said, okay, Miss Reed. They said, we'll find the technician for your washer, and we'll call you in 24 to 48 hours. We have a turnaround or whatever, and we'll call you with the technician and who's coming out. I said, okay, fine. So a week goes past. I never did hear from anybody. But I didn't mind not hearing from nobody. The thing was, soon as I put the money in the account, they took the money. I'm like, what is they taking $125 for? They haven't told me who the technician is. If they found the technician, just shoot, they just took $125 without the appointment. The other place worked a little bit different. They didn't take the money until the technician got here. But they took the money. And ain't no appointment been set. I haven't even got the 24 to 48 hour call from the people, nothing. Excuse me, y'all. So I'm like, okay. Well, they took the money, and so about like 2 or 3 days later, I still didn't hear a call. And I'm like, okay, now I know enough time to pass. So I gave them about a week, and I finally called. And I'm like, hello? I'm like, I put a claim in for my washer, and it was $425, and somebody was supposed to contact me between 24 and 48 hours with my technician and let me know what time and set up an appointment. I have not heard from the technician yet, and I'm trying to figure out why y'all didn't collect $125. And they was like, okay, I'll check into that, Miss Reed, or whatever. We'll get you straight or whatever. Right now, we haven't found any technicians, but when we do, we'll give you a call back. I said, but y'all didn't collect $125. So she told me, don't worry about it. We'll get the technician. I said, okay. So I waited a few extra days after that, right? Well, when they called back, they said that they wasn't able to find a technician, that I would have to find my own technician. And I said, okay. I said, well, I should get reimbursed for my $125, because if I got to pay $125 and I got to seek out to find my own technician, then what is y'all getting paid $125 for? $125 for. And she told me I would be reimbursed since they didn't call me between the 24 to 48 hours, and since they didn't have a technician and I had to hunt my own technician down. Okay, so they called back a couple of days later and told me that they couldn't find a technician. And I said, well, I switched from the place that I was at. Is this going to be a problem or whatever? And she was like, no, we just can't find any technicians in your area, but you can find a technician and we'll reimburse you. I said, okay. So I reached out and I started looking for technicians or whatever. So I found one. But then she gonna say something that they was gonna send me a list in my email about there were certain technicians that I couldn't use. Right, what you mean certain technicians? I don't know if they had like a bad run with them and they had worked with them before, or they used to work with them before and they no longer work with them. Like, I don't know what the deal was, but it was a list of the technicians that I couldn't use. Well, so happened I reached out to some technicians I think that are kind of more newer to the game and wasn't on a list or whatever, right? Okay, so I called the technician. I called one, they didn't answer. I left a voicemail. I don't think they called back, or if they did, I didn't answer. I don't know how the hell it went. And then because it was almost at the end of the day, it was like 5 o'clock or whatever. They called me like at about 4:30 or something, or 4:45, which didn't leave me much time. And they was like, okay, so we wasn't able to find a technician, so you're gonna have to find your own technician or whatever. I said, okay, fine. After thinking I'm gonna be reimbursed $125. Okay, so they tell me that I'm gonna have to pay. Now I already paid for the membership the whole membership for the year. Now they gonna tell me I got to pay for him coming out, but I'm thinking that's part of the $125 fee. So he comes out. When he comes out, I pay him $65. Okay. And then I said, well, I thought y'all was paying that. Well, no, Miss Reed, you pay that and we'll reimburse you. We'll reimburse you the $125. We'll reimburse you the $65. Okay, so when he came out, I paid him $65 for him to diagnose what was wrong with the washer or find out the washer didn't work at all. Okay, so I paid him that. Okay, he found out what the problem was. So he said, I told y'all it was the suspension rods or whatever in the washer. So he gave me the total. He said, I'm going to order the part or whatever, and it's going to cost you this much or whatever the next time I come for the part and the labor. I said, okay, fine, because I'm going to get reimbursed everything. But I'm still like, well, damn, I didn't pay it up front. Now I'm paying... I paid up front for the plan. Now I'm paying $125. Now I'm paying $65. Now I gotta pay for when you order the part for you to come out here and put it on. Everything up front, but it didn't really sound like that at first when I got on the phone with him. That I was going up front for all this stuff. I thought I was just going up front for paying him $125, but he didn't ask for $125 when he came out. He only asked for $65. So he ordered the part, which leaves me with the balance of what it's going to cost for him to put the part on and to fix the washer. Okay, so he called me a couple of days ago, maybe like 3 days ago. Like, I paid him $65, and he called me like a couple of days ago, like, Miss Reed, I got the part or whatever. If you ain't got nothing to do, I'll come by and I'll throw it on right quick or whatever. I said, okay. So he comes by, he throws the part on, and then he charges me the balance, the remainder balance that was left from the total to have the whole thing fixed. So he knocked 65 off from what it cost the part that I ordered and the labor for him to fix everything. Okay. So I turn my receipts over to the home warranty company that I'm working with or whatever. Now, I tell them like, okay, so y'all owe me $125 because y'all didn't find the technician. I found the technician. Y'all didn't call me in 24 to 48 hours. I called y'all back and found out y'all didn't even have no technician. So I said, I want the $125 back, I want the $65 back, and I want the remainder of the balance of what it costs for him, the bigger check of the money, to come out and put the part on and for the labor. They emailed me back like they didn't see none of this about the $125. Oh, they didn't see that. They told me I was being reimbursed for the $65 and for him coming out, the remainder balance or whatever to get the washer over there. I said, well, what about, I emailed him back like, well, what about the $125? Well, that's a service fee. I said, what service fee? I said, service fee for what? That man didn't say he needed $125 for the service fee. He said he needed $65, and I paid the remainder balance. I gave y'all $125 up front to find the technician and to bring the technician to me, and that did not happen. So I'm supposed to be being reimbursed for $125. It was a service fee that goes towards him He don't know nothing about no $125 service fee that goes towards him. And how the hell did he get it when y'all snatched it right after I put it in my account? And it wasn't no technician involved. I found the technician. Oh, she was speaking a different type of language, and this is the city's fee, and what not and gracias and ya you chong and all of this shit. So in a nutshell, she kept leaning towards that the $125 was a service fee. I guarantee you he didn't get no $125. The $125 went to their ass. I guarantee you. So I said, well, I tell you what. I said, I won't be using y'all no more. But I have to use them if something goes wrong in my house. They gonna collect $125 off top, right, for them, and lie and say it's a service fee. Well, if I don't use them and I go to cut the middleman out, which I was saying next time I'm going to cut the middleman out and I'm going to go straight towards and I'm going to just pay who I need to pay to get the service done. The catch to that is I ain't going to get reimbursed what I paid. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it's a front man, this a back man. I tried to slash out the middleman. He wasn't going. I was so tired of arguing with that woman. Just take the damn money. If y'all need $125, this damn scam y'all run, just take this shit. It's these folks know they riding around and they getting it. Everybody around me getting it but my ass. Everybody riding around getting it but me. I'm riding around, my gas tank getting low. Stopping from Shell gas station to Shell gas station, spending more of my money, not knowing how I'm going to make it through. Everybody riding around, they getting it. Thank y'all for listening. I had to get it off my chest.